Hi, I'm Patricia Longo and I'm a celebrity makeup artist. I've worked with models from Sports Illustrated like Brooklyn Decker and Julie Henderson to Alec Baldwin at 30 Rock. All those things that experts do that the average person doesn't know how to do, will learn how to do it on these videos. So as you've seen, we've created a smoky eye on Sibella with bronze and golds and burgundies. And we are going to transform her into Kim Kardashian. Even though you're just like Kim Kardashian, she's so beautiful. Okay, so after I've done the eyes on her, I also go back to my finishing powder, which is very light. Because if you notice, Kim has always that powdery, shimmery face. Like first she has a lot of powder, then they add a little shimmer. I'm getting the finishing powder on top. Very lightly. And if you noticed, Kim always has a very contoured face. And what I like to do is get a darker, usually I use something like Studio Fix, and I take a precision brush, and I'll take a little bit, it's like a powder foundation. I take powder foundation, and I go right into the contour, right here. And sometimes I tell the model, pucker up. And you'll see that contour right there. That's exactly what Kim has naturally. And then I go down here. What I'm using is powder foundation to create that contour that Kim naturally has on her face. And sometimes I even contour the nose a little bit. And after we've contoured her face, her chin, her jawline, the nose, the cheeks, even a little bit up here, right where the hairline is. I like to throw a little bronzer on because Kim always has a nice bronzy look. I love the Terra Cotta from Gourlan. I just throw a little on the forehead. The Kardashian family always has a nice tan. Although living in New York these days, I don't think she is that tan. When they were in Miami, they were tan all the time. I do a little bronzing down here. I love throwing bronzer everywhere. Kim has very muted cheeks. Usually she does a very light lip and soft, smoky eyes, soft cheeks, and very pale lips. And the way I get the pale lips is I throw a little bit of concealer or foundation, very creamy, close, and I dab it on her lips. So I make it very, very beige. Just like Kim's lips. They always look very light, very beige. Smile. I want her to smile so I can blend it in there. And usually I like to touch up little spots around the nose. Final little touch-ups. Usually take a little bit of beige. Just a little beige on the cheek. Just a little beige blush. I think Kim's signature is a nice beige lipstick color. So I'm using a very light nude lip liner. It's almost where you can't even see it. So very, very, see that? Yeah. But if I feel that it's not strong enough, sometimes I'll put a little pinkish in it. So sometimes I like to mix two liners. But what I'm gonna do is smile. I put a little bit of the pinkish in. Very little. And then I take a very light nude. Smile again. Light nude pencil. And then I use a very light nude gloss. I use a very light nude gloss, one of my favorites from Laura Mercier. Very beige color tone. And I always go a little above the lip. Gives a very full lip. I'm just taking the point of the Q-tip and evening it out. I'm just cleaning out the corners. And then my last and final thing I do that I love, once again, I take my finishing powder and I just stroke a little finishing powder under the eyes and around the nose. And there you have it, Kim Kardashian.